My son Ari is one of probably the cheekiest kids you've ever met. He is only 4 years old. He was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy at the age of 18 months. It's a very rare version where we don't have any recorded history of it, so we're learning as we go. I have actively looked out in the community for something to be involved with ever since Ari was diagnosed, and I got the invite to the Neuromuscular Reference Group. That's a joint venture between Telethon Kids Institute and Muscular Dystrophy WA. We've been enjoying being part of it because it's given us a chance to give back and understand, give the researchers an understanding of what us as parents and community reference people have to go through on a daily basis, especially with the number of visits that we have to do to the hospital, so that it's going to make both our lives and I guess people with similar conditions or even any condition, to be honest, the journey along that to be much easier and that we be more comfortable. So at the end of the day, we get better results and our children are more comfortable as well. I love being part of research. If we don't do it, we're not going to find something better. We're not going to find some way to help the children or help the families. I feel fuller for being part of it. I can't wait to give back. I would jump at the chance that anyone asked me to come and help out because the information we're giving back now hopefully helps the researchers, which in turn is going to help us back. So it's a give-give situation, but all I see is a great process. The researchers have spoken to us about the idea of sleep studies, which are very important for diagnosis around what the children go through. We did recommend having them at home, and that was taken on board, and that's something that I believe they're looking into. There were some ideas, though, that when these equipment come home, people like myself, we tend to panic. We're all of a sudden in charge of a lot of equipment that's worth thousands of dollars, and we don't want to waste time and have it done overnight to send it back and find out that the whole thing was not worth anything. So one of the things we've asked for is some information sheets, even down to maybe some YouTube videos that will help us to get prepared prior to coming in and collecting and organising that trial. Just hopefully that we make sure that these tests that we're doing are well worth their time, and that obviously people like the children themselves, if they're comfortable and they're in their own conditions and we're comfortable looking after them, the stress level's taken out, that the whole experience becomes a much brighter, a much more comfortable one itself, and not just a stress factor that makes the kids feel very uncomfortable as well. I have enjoyed getting feedback from researchers because that means next time we come back, we know where we stand, we know what we need to do next, and it's made just a much better journey. It's extremely important that community members are involved in research. If it's driven by what I believe to be a scientific basis community, then it might be a little bit cold. I think it's important that people understand there's a human factor to it, and without that, then it doesn't have the same effect. I would encourage any researchers looking at starting a new project to talk to the community first. You're going to get a much better response, and you're going to get people that are willing to participate. And if you don't, quite honestly, I don't think you're going to go much further because your results aren't going to be what you need them to be.